Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So Florida Atlantic's offense takes the field for the first time today. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply...
Breaks into the open. 10. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Gators are marching down the field. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Tremble. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The Gators will go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he's got a chance. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped. On the ground, it's Tremble. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Turning it on! Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Working that left side now. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Tremble. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Florida! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fakes to grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tremble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. The snap sets up the throw. He lets one fly deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Florida!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He lost one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
He unleashes a long one. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the right side. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might...
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Buys a little time. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rolling right and going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So
couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And the ball is batted down, incomplete, but a flag flies, and it looks as if the defender got there a little early with the contact. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the toss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And That's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.